is Bhargavi. I'm Director Bapu Trust. I come from a family of people who have experienced severe psychosocial issues, and I've seen a lot of violence, abuse committed on them. My childhood was spent in learning a lot about how the colonial type mental asylums treat people. So after my studies in 1999, I started the Bapu Trust along with some dear friends. We had a very different vision for mental health. We wanted people to enjoy respect and dignity and be living in the community with the same choices as other people. And so Seher program was born in this way. We had a lot of good intentions and good heart, but probably we did not have the skills and methods. So we were still with mental health treatment, only that it was given in the communities. So the CRPD came in 2006, 2007. It completely changed my vision, my views, my ideas for community mental health program. It gave me a completely new direction to move towards the pathway of inclusion. I took a very brave step. Many people in Bapu Trust called me mad for doing so, that only a mad person would do this. And of course, by this time, I myself have gone through several years of enduring trauma and depression. So of course I was mad, but I shut down the Bapu Trust program for 2 years completely. I was just with reflecting on new designs for community mental health. I was just with learning more about the Convention on Rights of Persons with Disabilities, the CRPD. We made many changes in the last 12 years, and many people involved in the Seher program have contributed to these changes. The key changes that we made was really to understand from the point of view of the communities what support means, what psychosocial distress means, what is worry, what is tension, when does it become unbearable and people need support, what kinds of support, what are the community arrangements which are acceptable for them, what are all their needs. It went way beyond mental health. In fact, we heard very little about mental health needs. We heard a lot more about food and nutrition. We heard about housing. We heard about job and employment. We heard about debt. We heard about all those things. So we started to hire people from the communities, and mostly they were not, they have just finished their 12th or basic education. They came into the Bapu Trust with lived experiences of community life, of deprivation, marginalization, exclusion. Many came from a diversity of castes and communities. This is the foundation for the program even today. The design, the actions, the engagement with communities, the support for people with psychosocial issues, with psychosocial disabilities, making a humane crisis response. The entire platform for interventions at the community level is held by the community workers who live there also. I'm quite satisfied that we moved in the direction of CRPD compliance, because if you went with mental health, you open one door, but if you go with the CRPD and development, you open about 25, 26 doors at least for people. And so the disability inclusion discourse has helped us a lot in redesigning and bringing a number of opportunities for people, so that their choice is increased, and they are able to make those choices in accordance to the kind of lives they want to live. A big thing for me coming from the great Indian middle class is that working in low-income communities gave me a very deep sense and value for care and support. If after 12 years of extensive study and experimentation with different modules of the Seher program, I were to say what worked the most, what is the magic spice, what is the key element, it is love and affection. And for somebody to be there to knock on people's doors and just tell them, hey, I care for you, do you need something from me today? And I think this is something that I have learned, and I've also tried to kind of imbibe this value into my own life, living in a very typical apartment style housing in Pune. So thank you. I would like to thank the communities, the families of all our staff, the dozens of people who have passed through the Bapu Trust, each of them leaving a positive emotional imprint within the scope of the Bapu Trust and the Seher program. Thank you so much.